Hello, I'm Kathy Pecora, and I'm a realtor in the Atlanta area. And today I want to talk about the 80-20 mortgage. I recently had a young couple approach me about selling their home. So in preparation for the listing agreement, I pulled the normal stuff, CMAs, but in addition I pulled their tax record because there's a small section on there that tells you about their mortgages. Now, although you can't always tell what's going on in real life from that little section, it appeared that they had an 80-20 mortgage, interest only, that they had taken out in 2005. Well, when I went to the presentation, the first thing I asked the young couple was about their mortgage. And sure enough, they had taken out an 80-20 interest-only mortgage back in 2005 and had been making the minimum payments, which basically means they have not been reducing their principal. So, what does that mean? What is an 80-20 mortgage? Well, it's simply this. All right, let's say we have a $150,000 sales price. All right, we are going to mortgage 80% of that as the first mortgage. All right, that leaves us with $30,000, which is the remaining 20%, which becomes a first line of equity. Okay? Now, what this means, the reason they did that is 20% down equals 0 mortgage insurance. And mortgage insurance can equal a couple $100s per month in a payment. Okay, so interest only also equals a low payment. That means your balance of $150,000 equals $150,000 at the end of 2010. There's been no reduction in principal. So what does that mean for my client? It means they need to stay put. The housing market will turn around, but there are so many factors that affect it, no one really knows when. My client was disappointed, but I made 3 recommendations. Now, because there's no lender that's going to refinance that first and second mortgage because together they owe more than what the home is worth, my first recommendation was to see if they can't get that line of equity refinanced into something a lot more conventional, where part of the payment would go towards principal, so that principal and the equity would get paid down over time. My second recommendation was in their monthly payment, add a little bit extra. Whether it's $50, $75, whatever they can afford, they need to pay a little bit extra so that that extra starts to pay down the principal on that first mortgage. And then my third recommendation was to maintain that home. Do not let the home fall into disrepair. Don't let that gutter fall off the roof, and don't let the siding slide. You need to keep the home in good repair. You want to be ready when the market turns around to be able to put your home on the market and not have to make a significant investment in repairs. You want to be ready. This is Kathy Pecora talking about the 80-20 mortgage.